Grounded, everybody's favorite backyard. It's quite a beautiful place to spend a couple hours either alone or with your friends. Sometimes it can be pretty peaceful. That is, until the bugs start biting. Today we're going to be looking at the top 5 most annoying creatures in Grounded. Not necessarily the most hard-hitting or hardest to beat bugs. We'll do another list for that. Rather, these bugs beg the question, when will this end? Or, oh no, not these guys again. So without further ado, let's take a look at the top 5 most annoying bugs in Grounded. Mites. Found in the grassland, these little terrors travel in packs. You won't run into one mite, you're gonna run into 5 mites. Although the mite has the smallest health pool of all hostile creatures in the backyard, their numbers, persistence, and area of aggression lands them at number 5 on the list. When starting a new game, you'll run into these little, annoying menaces quite early when investigating the strange machine. Although they're quite slow, they can close distance very quickly with their jump and will follow you to the ends of the earth. When starting a fresh game of Grounded, the mite can take down a new player with ease. Their numbers, quick jump attack, and surrounding abilities can be really annoying even to the most seasoned of players in Grounded. Oh look, some sap on the fallen branch. Mite attack. Oh, I know, I'll just go get some dry grass. Mite attack. Knock knock, who's there? Mite attack. Oh, and if 3 to 8 mites nibbling at your little legs wasn't annoying enough, there's more. More variants, that is. How about the infected mite? Found in the haze, this is a mutated tier 2 version of the lawn mite with a bigger health pool. This one shoots a highly damaging projectile. Now add 3 or 4 of these infected mites shooting projectiles at you, and what you've got is annoying. Oh look, some quartz down there. I'll just jump down there and infected mite attack. Minding your own business, just traveling around the haze, infected mite attack. But it gets worse. The dust mite, a tier 3 mite that, much like the lawn mites, also patrol in large swarms. They have the mite's jump attack and the infected mite shooting ability, except this time they shoot dust clouds. Those dust clouds slow the player's movement speed and lower the player's attack damage. Talk about annoying. You can almost guarantee that where there is lint to be collected, the dust mite isn't too far away, so watch out. Finally, the tick is included in the mite category due to their similarity in looks, size, and behavior. Tick is a tier 3 angry little bug, found mostly around the stump, but can be seen elsewhere in the upper backyard. Much like the mites, they too gather in large swarms. However, getting swarmed by these guys is not only annoying, it's a real problem. Despite their size, they hit hard. If you're underprepared and not careful, you'll be getting revived or respawning at the nearest field station in no time. Ladybird larva. The ladybird larva is a tier 3 aggressive nuisance found all across the upper backyard. You hear a rumbling close by, that's no grub. That's your newest annoyance, the ladybird larva, and they will be popping out of the ground non-stop to say hello. You won't get much done around the barbecue and surrounding area without having to battle 478 of these things. The ladybird larva have a combo bite attack, a charged bite, and a more rare dodge backwards hop, where they will annoyingly hop away from you just as you were about to land the kill shot. Now, if the rate at which these bugs pop up and attack you wasn't annoying enough, they will also apply sizzle damage to the player in an attempt to burn you alive, all while doing melee damage with their bite attack. You'll want tier 2 or 3 armor and a mint mace to deal with them, and you'd better get good at killing them because there's another one right behind you. Always behind you. Always another one. Mosquitoes. The mosquito is a tier 2 insect found near the koi pond, flower bed, flooded zones, termite hill, and the undershed. These guys are so annoying and deadly that they don't even spawn them in until you turn in your first burgle chip. This will at least give a new player a chance to get familiar with the game, get armor, get weapons, before getting absolutely destroyed by this flying annoyance. Most times you won't only be encountering one mosquito, it will more than likely be about 3 or more at a time. In the early game, it's unlikely you'll outrun them, so best turn around and try to fight. You'll find yourself jumping and jumping, trying to reach them with melee, running out of stamina, missing arrow after arrow with your bow. You'll be getting your eardrums blown out of your head with their loud buzz, all of which adds to their annoyance. But once you figure out blocking and timing and knowing where to avoid going, these guys will become less of a problem. Until you go to the upper backyard, where you're eventually going to run into their counterpart, the tiger mosquito. Think mosquito, but a tier 3 version. Same attack, same aggression, same loud buzz, only this time they're back for revenge. They just have a larger health pool and will do more damage, so just because you finally made it in the upper backyard, don't let your guard down. You're really just getting started. Wasp drones. The wasp drones are a tier 3 bug found in the upper backyard at first and act as a support for the wasp. Now the wasp are bad enough on their own, but when we're talking about annoying, the wasp drone almost tops the list in the number 2 spot. They are smaller in size than the wasp and have red markings. This way you can easily spot the one that's about to make you pull your hair out of your head. They'll do a projectile shot for an attack, and they'll also do a support scream. The support scream is what really puts the drone over the top. This scream will apply a healing tick to itself and the wasp around it. It will also allow itself and the other wasp to do bleed damage to the player to go along with the already present poison damage that they can do. If this wasn't bad enough, the behavior of the drone causes it less likely to come low enough to be in striking distance of melee. Rather, it'll just stay just out of distance, screaming over and over and over and over, rehealing itself and its allies. This even applies to the boss fight with the Wasp Queen. That's right, if the Wasp Queen calls in a Wasp drone, it can heal the boss until you take the drone down. Salt arrows are going to be your best friend when dealing with the number 2 most annoying bug in Grounded, the Wasp drone. Fire ants. Mostly the fire worker ants to be exact. These tier 3 variants of ants can be found in the upper backyard, and by can be found, I actually mean they will find you. Often, as in always. As in every move you make, every step you take, they will be watching you. If you're not getting chased, bitten, or getting fire acid spit upon you, then you haven't made it to the upper backyard. If you want to do anything at all in the upper backyard, then you had better have your mint mace hotbarred and ready for action because you're gonna need it. These little 6-legged devils are everywhere, and unlike the red and black worker ants, the fire ants attack on sight, putting you in a constant, never-ending battle with a seemingly endless fire ant horde. It is truly exhausting. Not only is exploring the upper backyard apparently a declaration of war against the fire ants, but you will also have them thrust upon you in 2 of the 3 super mixers which can be located in the upper backyard. Alas, you found a hole to go into, perhaps a safe haven from the fire ants. Nope, it's their hill. Prepare for Armageddon. In the hill, not only will you find more fire ant workers, but also their bodyguards, the soldier fire ant, which is the brute version of the fire worker ant. In short, no matter where you go in the upper backyard, the fire ant will always be there to deplete your weapon and armor durability. And that's going to do it for the top 5. An honorable mention will go out to the orc bugs that attack you non-stop throughout the yard. They're very annoying as well. They just didn't quite make my top 5. But I want to hear your top 5 down in the comment section. So if there was something about my list that you want to swap around, go ahead and do so down in the comments. If you thought all of them are wrong and you have a better top 5, also leave that down in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, drop a like on it as always. It's been your boy Laggin24, and I will see you next time.